One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And
there he goes. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Breaks into the open, and they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking for a man, it's De La Rosa. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result,
turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting.
Trying to take it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The short hands, it's Kingsbury. Oh, out of space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off play action on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out fast. And they'll knock him down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what you catch a big fella.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the the 17-yard line. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Kingsbury. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buck. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's De La Rosa. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 11 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guy.
Touchdown, Buffs! Special teams proving to be special. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's De La Rosa. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kingsbury. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now...
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind.
There he goes. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Buck. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flicks it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the option. Through the contact. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. The throw to the outside is complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Going deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab deep. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 15 over Georgia State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's De La Rosa. Gets it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kingsbury. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, you got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The tag. Touchdown, BYU. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Tempo in overdrive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's De La Rosa. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Complete to the right. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
49, BYU, 28.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. BYU right back to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's a heat. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Finding it tough to make positive yardage, now third and goal from the 2. Calls his own number. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Buffs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Merritt. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Merritt. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This is what you're looking for.